Hello, I'm Stacey Manzares. Today I'm with Vincent Topoff to talk about risk management. Hello Vincent, how are you?
Hi Stacey, how are you doing?
Good, good. So Vincent, you have an interesting viewpoint on risk management. In fact, your presentation at GAM was entitled, if I get this correctly, Risk Management is Dead, Long Live Risk Management. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, and I think it's paraphrasing. The king is dead, long live the king. I'm as you can hear from my presentation, I'm a fan of risk management, but I'm not a particular fan of how risk management is currently implemented in a lot of organizations. So actually, my presentation was a call for change, if you would like.
Right, so explain a little bit more. What kind of change are you calling for?
What's interesting, I think small organizations, like startups if you would like, is they are pretty good in risk management, sort of natural risk management. They have to, because it's just they don't have much skin on the bones, and if they make big mistakes, they're out of the game. So interesting, so they don't do risk management, but risk management is just an integral part of what they are doing. And interesting enough, and also a little bit depressing, is once an organization starts growing, actually what happens, it looks like it loses its sort of natural ability to do risk management as an integral part of what they're doing, and instead they're going to do risk management like a risk management project, like it's something that you have to do in addition to what you're doing on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. So they're calling out risk management versus it should be part of the whole strategic planning process to begin with. Is that
yeah,
right?
I think the problem already starts when you start calling it risk management. Then it makes it something special, if you would like, where in fact it should not be something special. It should be something that you just do as just running your organization.
Great. So what is internal audit's role in this then?
Now you dive directly into sort of in deep. I like the sort of the 3 lines of defense model that the IAA issued. If not for the discussion that it's generating, personally I would say, for an organization, the main objective is not to defend or to have good risk management or to have good internal control, but basically the main objective of an organization is to set and to achieve its objectives. Yeah. So I paraphrased your 3 lines of defense, and I used to call it the 5 lines of offense. Right. Because it's there. These 5 lines, if you would like, or the 5 role models within an organization, they all contribute to creating value for the organization, also to preserve value, and I don't see the defense. I think it's more sort of creating value for stakeholders.
So you use an interesting analogy to your 5 lines of offense related to soccer. Can you explain that to me a little bit?
Well, it's interesting you say. I try to compare it with a soccer team, and I like these sort of comparisons because then I also understand myself. The first line of defense, actually, or offense as I call it, are the players themselves, and then the second line is the team captain, and the third line was the coach, the fourth line was the referee, and the fifth line was the sort of the soccer organizations, the national soccer organization, if you would like. And interesting, if you look at those 5 roles, as they are all important to have a good soccer match, but to be fair, it's only the players and the captain who are actually on the field. Yeah, and I think that sets them apart. And if you look at the lines of defense, the 3 that the IAA is mentioning, it's interesting is they start with management as the first line of defense. But I would say is in an organization where 1,000 people work, it's these 1,000 people, all these individuals, they are first line of offense because they make or break your organization.
So they're the team, right?
The whole
team on the right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember I worked for a refinery years ago, and they were constructing the refinery, so it was not yet fully operational. And one day I was there to help them develop a health, safety, environment and quality system. And one day the management team came up to me and said, "Vincent, you'll be happy to hear this, is we just appointed a safety manager." Yeah, and then I responded. I said, well, you know, that sounds good, but we're not too happy about it, because once the refinery is finished, you know, and in operation, it would like to have 1,000 safety managers here, not one. If you just have one, that's the person that will carry away the dead bodies. It's because that's what you don't want. You want everybody to be the safety officer, and that's basically with risk management is the same thing. Is risk management is an integral part of decision making and subsequent execution, and everybody in an organization, be it the board or be it an individual employee, they are making decisions on a daily basis. And you know, what we say is good risk management is nothing else but good decision making and good controlled execution afterward, and that's important for everybody.